Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to Dr. Rosma. Today our group will present about HRM practices due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the Movement Control Order (MCO) that has been announced by government of Malaysia. Before we start, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Shanur Azuana Fazleenda Binti Anuar and my metric number is 193700. So for the introduction, HR practices are the means to develop the leadership staff to human resources personnel. Okay, the purpose of HRM practices is for recruiting, selection, training and development, performance management and composition. Hence, by the movement control order, many employers are still struggling to adjust to what is mean to have a business as usual during the MCO. And according to the bond McNally Meets and Plates 2003, a system for measuring business performance refers to the use of a multi-dimensional set of performance measure for planning and managing a businesses. So a performance measurement system is an information system that support manager in the performance management process, mainly perform two primary functions. The first is to enable and structure communication between all the organization unit involved in the target setting process, like which is individual, teams, processes, and also function. The second is the collection and processing and also provision of information on people, performance, activities, processes, good enterprise system. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you, Shanur. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nurul Nadzirah Binti Khairuddin. Metric number 194802. Okay, the first human resource practice that we choose is recruiting. The recruitment process is to find the best and most qualified employees in the job. During this process, it select the candidates that have skills that align with organizational goals. And this process also need to cost effectively and very fast because it need to consume less time to make this recruitment process. We need to carry out it with properly and systematically. Okay, next slide. Okay, for the limitation of recruiting process, majority of individuals start losing their jobs and not working at the same time that lead to changes in recruitment process. As we know, during movement control order (MCO), there is a lot of there is some companies that fire their employees or cutting their salaries. So it caused majority our people in Malaysia losing their jobs. Then next is difficult to choose the candidates according to their performance or experience in line with the goals of an organization. Because of many people are losing their jobs, so many candidates are actively seeking for the job and search for the advertisement that offer their job. Then has limited to move to other company. MCO has limit our movement towards across the state. So if for instance like I want to work at the Selangor, so I cannot go to Selangor because um my location currently is at Melaka, in Melaka. Okay. Next, as we know, many Malaysians are encouraged to volunteer in the short term in the health sector in support of their effort to handle this virus outbreak. Because of to because of this virus, our people tend to be a volunteer in the health sector. Okay, next slide. Okay, the ways to overcome. Firstly, as a human resource manager, we need to find talented candidates in other industry. Is because we need to find the candidate that align to the recruitment process. We need to then with it with faster and cost efficient. So HR manager need to find the industry that nearby their companies. The next is more proactive in finding more qualified and experienced candidates through the job site. So we need to advertise our companies to let people know about our jobs and our company's offer. Lastly is be harnessed with the procedure changes because there's a lot of things that we need to change. For example, like position, the role of position or the salaries. So we need to be harnessed to the candidates so that they will prevent from the misunderstanding between the candidates and the companies. Okay, that's all for my part. I will pass to the next presenter, Nabila.
Okay, thank you, Nadzirah. My name is Nabila Binti Amran. My metric number is 194184. So next is selection. Selection is one of the steps in human resource management practice. It is a process of choosing the right candidate for the company to be part of the organization team. It is to pick the most suitable candidate that suits the vacant job position in the organization. So the shortlisting uh, in selection is based on the skills, knowledge, and experience, and also based on other factors that are related to the vacant job. And these are the steps in selection process, which includes screening applications and resumes, testing and reviewing work samples, interviewing candidates, checking references and background, and also making a selection. Okay, next. Um, of course, there must be limitation to selection during MCO. MCO has caused restriction of movements, which has created work from home as a new norm, where businesses need to be done from home, and people cannot go to office as usual, which means there will be no face-to-face interview. So the HR team will face difficulties in selecting their candidates, especially in conducting interview, because I think the other steps do not seem to affect so much. So interviewing candidates are usually done face to face. So it gives a better insight on how well the candidates can present themselves in person. So MCO, however, limits the access to conduct in-person interviews or personnel interviews. Okay, next. Um, Ways to overcome the limitations. Um, HR manager can conduct the interview session online. So they can use video conferencing software such as Zoom, Google. The app will allow HR team to conduct the interview face to face but virtually, whether it's an individual interview or even group interviews. However, the HR team should recognize if any candidate will face any problems such as the internet connection before the interview session is made. It is important so that they can provide any other alternatives for candidates that could not reach them online. Um, so they can provide computerized interview where candidates can enter response to questions at a computer or even through phone call. That's all from me. I'll pass to Raja. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Nabila. So I will continue my presentation. So before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nurulasikin Yusof. So I will explain about the training and development during the MCO. Okay, first I would like to explain about the training. Training is a change influence through the learning process so they can perform their jobs efficiently and as possible, followed by the organization goals. So organization has a planned effort to acquire the employees, to help employees job related to their knowledge, skills, and ability and behavior. And back to the situations, they are during the MCO, so there will be no contact with human. Interview follow the regulation of social distance. So the more prefer they
they will training at home. So this will call as a work from home. And next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, there are two methods of training and development can be conduct. First is a classroom distance learning, and this allows participants to receive a course, material, and instruction on a computer or mobile device. And this also can provide the audio-visual content with added benefit that user can often can control. And material sometimes can be interactive, and it allowed to trainings to submit their question via the emails. And also the participant can uh, 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 online discussion involved in the online discussion. The second method is a computer-based training, which less expensive and is flexible, less expensive because it's flexibility to the schedule of training, and it can appreciate the multimedia capability. Um, and the example of computer-based training is e-learning and electronic performance support system (EPSS). Next slide, please. Okay, for the limitation of training and development process, first one is interaction between the trainer and employee may be limited, and this is because this session can be boring, not fun, because we have no engagement between supervisor that conduct the training with the employees. The second one is provide equipment. There are no provide of equipment such a computer and high-speed internet, which means that this is required that employee that self to have a computer and high internet high speed internet. And the third one is internet coverage, which when the employees work from home, there are certain area that cannot have a high speed of internet. So this is make them difficult to conduct this training session. Next. So way to overcome these problems, that first one, provide the communication link between supervisor and training employees to allow the engagement between employees and the supervisors. And the second one is providing computer or laptop that included SIM cards to employees. This is a company can do for employees that help them to work from home during MCO. And the third one, government should make improvement for upgrade their connectivity at the certain area that have no coverage for internet. So that's all for my presentation about training and development. Next, I will pass to um, Aida Azura, sorry.
Okay, thank you to Raja. Okay, I will explain my part. Okay, my name is Aida Azura Binti Ngalawi. My metric number 194070. Okay, I will explain about the compensation. Compensation is the result or reward that the employees receive in the return for their work. Okay, this payment can be termed by payment. This compensation can be made in term by payment, such as like organization rewards, bonus, commission, overtime payment, and so on. Okay, this compensation also can be made through non-monetary benefits, such as a stock opportunities, company paid car, and company paid to the house. Okay, it is aimed at empowering and motivating employees and achieving effective organizational goals that are also very important in human resource management. Okay, among the objectives of compensation, the policy is for qualified employees and to determine the performance, employment, and readiness of workers in the organization. To summarize, compensation management is a training that involves
working relationship by facilitating the benefit of money and non-monetary to the employees. Okay. This compensation management is a very important in encourage workers to improve their performance and showcase their workers' qualifications more efficiently and to provide development for every eligible employee. There are two types of compensation, which are direct compensations and indirect compensations. Direct compensation is the such as like payment to guarantees fairly, okay, paid fairly. While indirect compensations just a focus on personal incentive such as like promotion and possible change to the workplace. Okay, next. Okay, the potential limitation of compensation process during COVID-19 can be problematic for some organizations and the employees. Okay, due the MCO, this MCO, who have a symptom of a COVID-19, the government order employees to order the company to give the employee paid sick leave. Holiday to until they recover, and company must cover all the medical insurance of the worker. However, worker will find that the health medical will be so expensive that make the company will cut more money to spend of health benefits. Okay. In addition, the bonus given to workers will also be detrimental to the organization, as the organization will use the excuse that because of MCO of the company will not be able to reap the benefit. It has previously decided to reduce workers' compensation. For example, because of the MCO, okay, the company of Post Malaysia, that the workers of the company Post Malaysia doesn't get any bonus even they have more work to do in MCO. Okay. Next. Okay. There are some way to overcome this issue. Every company may experience employees who can innovate and lead the company in the industry. So in order to hire high performing employees, the company must provide more pay such as bonus, indirect compensation, and non-monetary compensation incentive. With this solution, company can create a dedicated, loyal, and productivity workforce. There are some ways to overcome compensation issue. The first way is by performance-based promotion. Okay. This means worker who have wants to the higher income, employee must do more job to get the bonus, right? So human resource management needs to pay fair wage in terms of employees' performance, as it play as an important role in enhancing the company compensation strategy. Okay, the second way by compare wellness program. Okay, in this issue COVID-19, okay, the external environment, outside from the company play the important role of a public health. Okay, a clean world of environment is a productivity environment where workforce productivity can be efficiently implement and health-related matters are avoided. Okay, therefore, in order to overcome this problem, worker needs to provide with tools to take care themselves, like using the hand sanitizer, wearing the mask, okay, and check the temperature, so on. Okay, with the rigorous approach, human resource management can not only improve the compensation, but the healthcare cost. Okay, I will pass the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Normiza Binti Ibrahim. My metric number is 193701. Now I will explain about the performance management. This performance management is a system that consists of three components, which is the knowledge and skill, motivation, and also the work environment. The knowledge and skills refer to the proper training given by the manager to the workers. Meanwhile, the work environment itself refer to the environment of the working place, which is the machinery, tools, and so on that needed to the workers to conduct their work. And also the motivation is about the willingness of the worker to perform their job. Performance management in other way, we said that a process of co-setting, training employee, and also appraise them by giving reward, and so on. This performance management can be used the feedback platform from the peers and customer, and also can be using the graphic rating scale. Next. For the limitation of the performance management process is the manager need to decide the decision such as taking unpaid leave for some of the worker. In this way, the management cannot measure the performance of the worker because some of the workers also are working from home. Imagine that just like the supervisor cannot measure the performance of the workers, such as the workers who are using the machinery at the factory. The manager cannot, the supervisor cannot see how the workers doing their job. And the other limitation is some of the worker are, because of the MCO, they are losing the motivation to do their job. And also the manager cannot conduct some training to create a better for their workers, because the workers cannot attend to the event of the training program. Next. Okay, for the way to overcome the limitation is for the HR manager itself can giving the motivation and support to the employee, because there are some employee are working from home. So the manager can giving their workers to delivery and complete their job by using their own time, and they can complete their job by when they have time, so they will not stress and so on. The next is the manager also can applying bonuses and reward system for the worker that can perform well in their job. This way can boost up the motivation of the workers. That's all. Sorry, we can hear you.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute. Okay, for the conclusion, preparation is the stronger protection against uncertain time. And when an organization needs to remain alive, looking outside the MCO can be critical. Hence, human resources management play a very important role in ensuring organizational interests and employees' well-being. So human resources are also implementing some practices that will guarantee the strength of the company organization. And all of this practice are implemented in compliance with the rule set by the government in line with the movement control orders, and all practices implemented will change depending on the circumstances due to the spread of this disease. So I think that's all for our presentation. Thank you. Guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.